Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For any first time viewers, I'm Jesse Rebirth, and today we're going to be diving into this Artisan Joker in a bat suit. I know this is a cash grab, and I know that I haven't been on here for a couple months for my regular viewers. For the first time in 9 years, I'm officially on a day shift. I've always been graveyard. I've always been night shift. It worked out really well. Even Karen has switched her lifestyle to a daytime too. I feel great. And we've been doing a lot of stuff. I started drinking entirely too much for a little bit. But it was fun because you know how long it's been since I've been able to come home and have a beer outside and just like enjoy it. Like when you come home and the sun's coming up, that's no fun. But anyway, I'm back. This was supposed to be the year where I did a video every week, but we're going to start doing it from here out. And I am I'm in a different place than I was before. I know that pop culture is absolutely awful right now. It's terrible. Like there's nothing to even get excited about. And I know right now everyone's super upset about Joker 2. And I have a hot take about that movie. I actually thought it was a good movie. I mean, hear me out. I don't know what everyone's so mad about. Did you guys not watch the first one? Arthur Fleck was a loser. He is a loser. He is, obviously has mental problems. He was an unreliable narrator in the first one. You were never sure what was happening to him and what was just in his head. And then when we did see his fantasies, he wanted Murray to tell him, like, I wish my son was like you, and embrace him and just think that his comedy was the best. And then the second one, it's a musical inside his head. Like, that made perfect sense. I really enjoyed it. And I told Karen it really reminded me, I don't know if it does for you guys, but it reminded me of A Clockwork Orange. Because when I think of music-based movies, even though it's not a musical, I think of that movie a lot. And I think of this movie with Tom Hardy called Bronson. And that movie is basically, it's like Joker, but not. I mean, he doesn't sing at all, but it's very music-based. And he does this whole thing where he has a play inside his head that's between, like, how would I say this? It's almost like it's almost like when we transition to a new milestone in his life and we see him talking on a stage to an audience. And that's kind of how the Joker felt to me. I enjoyed it. I think it's a good movie. When we first heard that Lady Gaga was going to be in it, we were like, oh, geez, it's going to be terrible. Because I'm not a big fan of her, but thought it was fine. I am very happy that Hot Toys is doing an Arthur Fleck Joker. Because forever, we've only had Toys Era do it, M-Toy. Everyone has done one except Hot Toys. So now that leads me to this figure. I believe InArt putting out their Joker, which InArt's down here. And I know people have asked me to open it. And I promised it would be my next video, which it will be. But we're in a time where Hot Toys has done multiple versions of Joker. InArt has now done Joker. J&D Studios has done the most ridiculously expensive Joker, where he's all silicone. I don't know how that thing's going to hold up over time. Interbay has done a Joker. I mean, everyone's done a Joker. But I do think it was InArt that prompted Hot Toys to do these artisan editions. And I thought it was crazy because Joker Artisan Edition was our first artisan that popped up. And we still don't, I mean, I don't know if anyone does, but we still don't have that one in hand. Where I understand that it's Joker clothes and everything that make it up, and they already have the Batman body for this. And it's basically a Joker head and then add the Batman body. And I do understand, I think this is a complete cash grab figure. Customizers were doing this cool version of a Joker first. And then I think Hot Toys was just like, hey, they did their Jared Leto Joker in a bat suit. And then that's just what led us to this one. Now, this is a really nice box. Hot Toys exclusive. I dig the box a lot. And it opens. Oh, 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 this is a very cool box. I dig it. It's not like a DX box that we would see back in the day, but it is very cool. Prepare for a mind-bending twist on the clown prince of crime. Casting aside his classic look, the designers at Hot Toys have manifested a captivating new interpretation, the Joker trademarked, donning the very mantle of the Dark Knight himself. Introducing our Artisan edition of the Joker, Batman Imposter version, 1/6 scale collectible figure that blurs the line between hero and villain. Batman Imposter version. Which, obviously, Hot Toys did not manifest this. Customizers did. But, that's neither here nor there. Let me show you what this looks like inside. Very cool. I dig that the head comes separate. Obviously, they want to preserve the hair. I imagine it's going to come in a hard little plastic case. And then our little instructions. I do got to say about what I was saying earlier about liking Joker 2. I do not think that the guy, spoilers, at the end is Heath's Joker. I just do not see it. So rotate the head sculpt 180 degrees in shown direction, then take it from the head stand. So right now our head is locked on this headstand. It's cool. The hair is a little silly. I think it takes some effort to style it. That's where Karen's going to have to do this. So this is nothing. Just a way to hold our head in place. Alright. Smells like a rubber in there. Not like a condom rubber, but rubber. Oh, wow. Now look at this. This is like, it's like velvet. Really trying to up. So I guess we're going to have to open in our Joker, because I imagine that comes from there. So check it out. We got these little weapons right here. Let me cut this off. Everything's kind of Jokerized. I know it's a huge joke with McFarlane Toys right now, how everything is Jokerized. He does, like, people, he'll put out a toy, and the comments are so funny where people are like, when is the Jokerized version coming out? And I do think, at first I thought Jokerized was cool. I was like, it's funny, it's a cute variant. But now I just think it's stupid. And I still buy some McFarlane figures, but when he put out that San Diego Comic-Con Bane, Joker, and I think Joker exclusives, and it was like impossible to get them, I said, fuck this. And I just stopped with McFarlane right there, unless it's something super special. I really don't care. All right. So we start on this side. We can see separate rolling eyeballs. This is how we're going to do it. A chunk of his hair comes off and we can operate them. We have a tool to use and move them. Shows us our do's and don'ts of the gun, which hands we're going to be using on it. Shows us our shotgun pump and our handgun slide. Shows us that he can hold holes in the cape. That's kind of cool. I do dig it that his cape has the grenades hooked into it like his jacket would. It's a cute little feature. Shows him holding the cape open. That is pretty funny. And how you're going to do his hand. And basically, let's see, what's this? Important. Avoid using hands to touch the hair directly. Use the tweezers to fix the hair. So basically, they don't want your oils getting on there. I was going to wear some gloves, but I have no gloves right now. We need to buy some. Basically, be careful because they're sharp. All right. I wanted to get this open because I have not seen an Artisan edition yet. I have all of the Artisans on pre-order except for the Jack Sparrow, because he just... Sideshow's pre-ordering right now is so hit or miss. All these figures I got right in, except Anakin. I did not. I was like, I was in the lobby right at time, and then I was number like 4,000. I was in there waiting the whole time to get in the lobby. I was pre-lobby, but then for all the Batmans and Jokers, got right in, no problem. And then it was Black Widow. I kept trying to put the one with her Iron Man hand, and it kept saying, this is in someone's cart. This is in somebody else's cart. This is in somebody else's cart. And then that problem did not happen again until Harley Quinn. Constantly, this is in someone's cart. And then Sideshow basically says, go fuck yourself, good luck. And you're just like, oh, thanks, Sideshow. All right, here's our body. I imagine this is one of the updated Dark Knight bodies. I haven't opened the updated Dark Knight, so there's no way to tell yet. I do dig it. He smells good. He smells like a new toy. That's that smell we were smelling. You know, his shoes, I do dig this. So in the old ones, the shoe was all one piece, and you'd get creases in it and everything, but this is just two pieces. Like, I know Ultimate Realism is awesome and stuff, but I do think it comes with a price sometimes, and I do think maneuverability is just as important as you know, accuracy. So this is basically the base for the Dark Knight Batman, just co-opted for this one. That's what I'm saying. This toy was a complete cash grab. I've never customized a Joker to look like this. It does not light up. It does not seem to open, or else there would be a screw in it. That's what drives me nuts, is these bases that should light up and then they don't. It just feels so like such a, like you got to the finish line and just did not put all the effort you could have into it. Because we had a couple Iron Mans that did the exact same thing. We had the first Iron Mans to have that round base, and oh Jesus, taking a little effort. They held nothing back for those early Iron Mans. And then all of a sudden, for some of the later Iron Mans, they just stopped putting lights on the base. Some pegs. And I do know that one of the few issues the government could bipartisanly get behind was to ban the little circle batteries. Like, a compartment must be completely enclosed with a screw, which this would have been. But, you know, a lot of Prime 1 statues that you used to be able to get, can't do it. The Dark Knight, Superman vs. Batman, the Dark Knight statue I opened up maybe like almost a year ago, you cannot buy that here from Prime 1 Studios. So you could get it from somewhere else if it's already over here, but being the heads just have a magnet that pop it off and you put the batteries in, that's banned. There's a bunch of statues that you cannot get now because the battery compartments are not fully sealed. It's crazy. An infant, yes, I know it's terrible. An infant ate a battery and died. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know what toy it was from that this happened. But, yeah. All right. Nothing else with this. I do feel like, for this being like an Artisan edition, that he should have a lot more stuff. But I mean, I guess, I don't know why he would. I don't remember our Leto Joker really having too much. Also, let's go ahead and put this away for now. I do think these little weapons are cool. You gotta be careful not to, are these plastic? I think Inner Bay, or maybe it's the new 1/4 Joker that we opened. One of them has metal grenades. It might have been Inner Bay. So, he came with a little deck of cards. It's very tempting to not pose your Joker with the cards. Oh, that's a strong spring in there. All right, the magazine does not come out. That one does. Obviously, this is his gun when he gets out of the semi and just starts firing it wildly. Here's his shotgun that he kills that guy with from inside there. Here is our little batarangs. You know, it's kind of always bothered me that it's the front side of the batarang that has slopes and everything, and then our back side is just flat. I do not picture that's how a batarang would be. I picture it'd be thinner and both sides would be identical. So it'd almost be like if you were to take two of these and put them back to back. I picture that's how a batarang would be. It would either be completely flat or sloped on both sides. I don't picture Bruce doing one half flat and one half sloped. All right, I don't want to mess with these grenades until we get him out and about. So it looks like it's going to be easy to put his head on here. I don't know. The body, well, as you can see, it bulges if you want to lift his leg up, much like Christian Bale's actual suit does. I mean, it is a Batman from The Dark Knight. It is going to have limited mobility like that. I don't think you want to leave these in a crazy pose for too long. But I will say I left my original Batman 89 in his pose where he's going to throw his batarang on top of the roof for so long. And nothing ever came of it. He has some light creases. His suit never ripped. Oof. It bumped his hair. I know they say don't do it. I had to touch it. I guess it's apparently some type of wool. It's rooted all the way down to the base, which his head's a hard resin. I pictured it'd be kind of soft to poke his hairs into, but I don't think it's done the way you would think it's done. Oh, shit. Well, no, I don't think that broke, but that's a tiny chunk of plastic from the base. All right. Let's see, because the connector up here looks much like this connector. You see that little clear connector in there? Do not think we got to put it on backwards. It's on. Wow. Went on easier than I thought it would. Now, I don't like this little part where that's showing through. There we go. It's not as deep of a V as the one in the movie is, but you can see here. Jeez. Looks like they just ate chicken wings and like wiped their hands all over this to weather it for you. Now, somewhere in here, oh my God, we're committing every sin with this toy. Really wish I had some gloves. My main thing is, though, is I'm not gonna sell him. They show you touching it, so what the hell do they want from you? Alright. We're supposed to dig in here. Oh my god. Alright. After I tear off a piece of his hair. I'm doing this so you know what's going on. You can see the hole back there. That is to move our eyes. Let's take a test. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I got him cross-eyed. Oh, I got both of his eyes looking up into the corner. What the hell am I even poking at in here? Alright, I am not happy with that. What the hell am I even looking at in here? Our Joker looks like he just came. His eyes are rolling back in his head. So you can see his eyes are super glossy, but this is the worst system I've ever seen for these rolling eyes. He has these little pegs way up in there. Can you see those in there? And you have to hook this little thing in it, and it doesn't lock in them. So it's very easy to knock it out. And you saw the eye moved pretty slow there. That's because it took a long time to get it one direction. There we go. It's almost like an art messing with his eyes. Let's see. That one needs to be. Ugh. And then you lose it. Almost. There we go. There we go. Let me see. Okay. That looks pretty decent because his grenades are going to go on this side. So, let me see here. Karen reattached the hair I lost. So you can see it's there. We're just going to put our hair back down on it. All right. That's looking pretty good. Ugh. Could it be any more difficult? You don't think it would be that hard, but it is. All right. So we got him with A hole, B hole, as they call it. Now we got to put the grenades in each of the holes. Oh, how cool is an update? Oh, that looks pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I am digging. Oof. I am digging that pose. Oof, I almost don't even want to mess with him right now. He does, you know what is kind of a bummer? He does not have a card hand. I will say, for as expensive as this toy is, I know you're not supposed to touch it with your hands, whatever. I already did. You have to get the thing's hair out. For as expensive as this toy is, he did not come with enough hands, because our DX Jokers come with a shit ton of hands. And he did not come with his knife, the one where it, his little, flick up knife that he puts in Rachel's mouth near it and everything. He did come with some basics, and I know that our head, the rooted hair, all this really matters. But it feels like they got this out so quickly because, with the normal Artisan Joker, they have to make all the clothes for him and the heads. With this, they already have the Batman bodies. They can just slap paint on them. Because, they've re-released Dark Knight Batman multiple times now. We're getting him with the Dark Knight Armory. We're getting an updated version again with the Dark Knight Rises Armory, which the Bruce in the shorts totally sells that set. And then we got an updated suit previous to that update suit, but we got it when they re-released the Dark Knight for Rises as well, which the Bane is going to be sick. Cannot wait to get that Bane. But, I've got a lot of Batmans that I have yet to open, and we are going to get to those. Opening this, kind of it felt good to get back into opening things, because I haven't been doing anything like this lately. On the lead up to October, Karen and I always have a lot of orders to fulfill, and we've been doing a lot of that. We actually just did a Heath Ledger life cast just yesterday. We poured one, and it's cool to see his actual head. His head's about the size of my head. Same with Henry Cavill, but Ben Affleck's head is huge. My face fits inside his head. The guy is a big dude. But we have a lot of updated figures we haven't got to yet. And I do think that this one, the price, all right, let me say, he's a cash grab. Yes. He is a stolen concept. Yes. Customizers have been doing this design for years. But for everyone who didn't customize one like this, it is fun. They did do their Imposter Jared Leto Joker. So there is that. That kind of runs along with that. We did get an Artisan head early, so we could kind of see what was going on. Because I did pre-order the Artisan Heath Ledger and an Artisan Arthur Fleck Joker, or Joaquin Phoenix, however you want to say. And, the Luke Skywalker Artisan, where he's, I think, Dark Shadows, or it's not Shadows of the Empire. I think it's Dark Shadows or Dark Empire. One of the two. Extended Universe. Which, I dig this. I like that they're going out. Like, they did Star Killer, and they're doing, Darth Revan. This is an excellent direction. I do think it's bullshit with the Hano Studio Wolverine that they're doing an entirely separate one with an unmasked head. Put that in the first one head. I know they're entry-level figures. They're the price of what Hot Toys used to be. And for I think it was 89 or 90 bucks, you got DX1 Joker. And I know this is like over 10 years ago, but you got DX1 Joker with a cop outfit with all those accessories, and you could just buy a $60 body from Hot Toys themselves and dress it up. And now, if you want an unlicensed cop Joker, it's like 160, 180 bucks alone. So, we are in a whole different sphere of collecting right now. But I do gotta say, I was telling Karen when we were getting a little bit of glue to put those two little pieces of hair back on, I do feel like it feels like Hot Toys refined this figure. I know that the grenades could pop out of here at any time, but it used to be a running joke that it was, if it doesn't fall, it's a Hot Toy if it falls apart. But this guy, he feels stable. He feels good. The head looks really good. Now, I do know that customizers can paint a mean Joker face. But for the most part, the hair looks good. I do feel like they make him look like he has too much hair, because I think Heath Ledger looked like he had really thin hair as the Joker. Like the front part, he had more like a widowing type peak, kind of like a Vegeta look to it, where you can see it comes way back on this side, but the other side was much more stringy. But I think this is a fun figure, and I'm excited that it was the first Artisan figure I opened. It's cool. We will be doing the other one as well. But guys, I've missed doing this, and this was actually fun. I usually think like, oh my god, so much is going to go into opening this thing. I don't have much time today, but it was nice to squeeze this one in. I will be messing around with him. We'll mess around with some poses coming up here. We'll get him and the other Imposter Joker, and we'll compare him with the Artisans coming up. I'm going to open in art immediately. We're going to just dive. We're going to do a Joker, 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 and then we're going to open the Prime 1 Heath Ledger Joker. What the hell? We'll just do like literally a couple weeks of Joker because it's Halloween coming. This was my favorite Joker. Joker actually got me into high-end collecting. I was collecting Spawn and stuff back in the day, all McFarlane. I collected the little 3.5 Star Wars toys. Every time they changed the packaging, I had to get the Scout Trooper again. I had to get Boba Fett again. All that stuff. Collected McFarlane Halo toys religiously. I was just talking to a buddy of mine the other day, which, Dan, I got to reply back to you. Things have been crazy. But collecting has gotten so expensive that it's almost not fun anymore. Everything is just astronomically expensive. Forget about collecting Mezco and all that. You got to go 1/12, or you got to go plastic toys, or you got to go 1/6 scale only. Like, you got to really pick and choose. Like, the way the economy has been and the way the prices for these things have just shot astronomically. A 1/4 statue, it's common for that to be $700 to $800. For all my friends who have been following me for a long time, Karen and I got into Berserk. I know I said I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to dive down the road of getting all those statues and everything. Well, we pre-ordered a life-size Guts statue. It's sick. We've been looking at the Prime 1 Berserk statues that have been coming out. And I really do dig, what is it, the Femto statue? We haven't read Berserk yet, so forgive me. We've only watched the original 90s. We watched the retelling of it that I think was done in the early-ish 2000s, like 2009, 10-ish era. I think they call it like the Golden Arc in there. It was basically, I think 9 episodes or 3 movies. And then we watched both seasons that was on Netflix recently. We bought them all, so I don't know exactly where it was from. But it has that weird 3D animation. It was very good. We enjoyed it. And then we were really into that like unlicensed Black Swordsman arc. But now we're going to go back. We've been buying those big collections on Amazon over time. We just haven't had the time to read them yet, but we're going to. But what I was saying is all these statues have gotten astronomically expensive, and all the figures have gotten so expensive. It's like every time you buy a figure, you could just buy a PlayStation 5 at this point. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. They're making it unfun. It's like everything is becoming so damn expensive now. And he was no exception. I do enjoy him, though. I think it's awesome. I don't know if he's worth the price. I think that's really going to depend if you love the Joker. I'm not going to tell you he's worth the price because he is bare bones. I mean, you see what he came with: 3 batarangs, a pistol, a machine gun, a shotgun, and literally 6 hands and some utensils and a head that they advertise like it's super expensive to make, but I don't know if it really is. I mean, someone has to root the hair, but it is just a normal head sculpt. I thought it would be like a softer silicone style head. I know it didn't say that, but it's not. And J&D is doing that, but that figure, they literally want like $2,000 for a 1/6 figure with 2 Rottweilers and some accessories. Like, and how long is that thing gonna last? I know they say it's medical grade silicone, but those things, silicone is not a forever thing. It's gonna deteriorate over a long period of time. It's just kind of like how the like foam latex, like the bat suits that were in 89 and returns. If you even see the BVS cowl, it is deteriorating. Like, those things do not last forever. They have to what's the word? They have to preserve them, and they have to fix them constantly. They're putting up the Batman Returns suit right now for bid, and I think it's going to start off at like 50,000 euros or something like that, or pounds. I think it's pounds. I wish that'd be so dope to own, basically just for reference, but yeah, these prices are astronomical. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I went on long, but we haven't talked for so long. Just feels good to be back. Me personally, I like this figure. Yeah, they didn't do anything new with the base. They just used the Dark Knight Rises base, and the body is just a Batman body, and it's the Artisan Joker head, but it's fun. It was an exclusive. I mean, they just slapped a gold coat of paint on the Batman Beyond figure that we never opened, and that's a new variant. But I think it's going to be up to you with this one. I love Heath Ledger. If you love him, I say go for it. If you're on the fence about it, I mean, maybe wait down the road. It might be cheaper. But guys, it's kind of hard to say this with everything being the way it is, but it's always been my tagline. Keep buying toys. Guys, I will say, this is a very cool feature, and it's hard to see, but you can see the carbon fiber is underneath. There's this clear piece over it where the paint's on that and not the carbon fiber. It's hard to see it in the video, but you can really see it in person. It is just cool. It's crazy how this bat suit has been evolving over the years.